Hi, we're here to tell you a little bit more about the recording process of our new album, Metamorphosis. First of all, we did the pre-production at home. We were rehearsing here where we have a drum kit, sitting now in this room, but that's how we worked out the pre-production for each song. And once we were ready, we booked, I think initially 5 days at One Cut Studios, run by John Clayton in Brixton. And you can take over and say some more.
Well, actually, you kind of booked the 5 days before we were ready to put us under sufficient pressure to make sure we were ready.
That sounds like me, yes.
That was you, yes, very much. So, so we had to basically make sure everything was ready. For the most part, we just recorded everything live as a band, and I think some of the vocals for 2 songs you actually kept your initial take.
Yeah. I mean, Dave was playing on a click, right? So we recorded all the tracks on the click. But yeah, for the vocals, there were a few scratch vocals I really liked, and I'll list a couple of them. The one I remember clearly that I kept is the single Metamorphosis. So those are the vocals that I recorded, and then all together scratch vocals, and those are the ones that were, they are now on the album. And I don't remember the other song or songs that I kept the scratch vocals for, but when that happens, it's quite a bliss because, I don't need to redo the vocals, I'm very lazy. And it's just satisfying that they sound good already, let's say. Yeah.
It keeps the original energy of the song.
Yes, exactly.
Singing with the band's
recording. Yeah, exactly.
And then we added about a gazillion guitars.
Yeah, but I mean, the main guitars you hear, I think, are like what we recorded all together. So
once again, yeah, but even dubs or something.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of original stuff in there.
Yeah, of course.
Then Dave ventured on to things like Glockenspiel and
a few
other things.
The frog was my favourite. But
But
then that was the nice thing about generating the main track and being able to look and add little flavours over the top. So having John working with us as well, being not only a really good engineer but an excellent musician as well, so he was able to add some cello and some Hammond organ onto tracks.
And he didn't even charge extra for it. It was just do anything you like for it.
Specifically, the cello is on a song called Till You Return. And the Hammond was recorded in a song called Shaman.
And Till You Return.
And Till You Return, sorry. The Hammond as well. Yes.
And the frog was on
Shaman.
Yeah.
The frog's on Shaman.
The frog, maybe we should explain.
Yeah.
It's a little what it is. It's not a real frog. It's a little. Actually,
what is it even?
Here it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Dave, give us an example on how you play the frog, please. So people won't be a mystery for everyone.
This is completely improvised.
Well, and also this is a slightly smaller version.
Okay, so give us a taster.
Yes.
Excellent. So you recognize the frog in Shaman at some point. And the other thing that some of the vocals actually were recorded at your flat as well. Shaman in particular, Shaman, the vocals were recorded at dance flat, very musical flat, microphones and everything. And
some guitars were recorded here as well. I have a good memory of Dan lying on his back, waiting for inspiration for the guitar solo in
Till You Return. Yeah, there was
the things musicians do.
Labor of love, exactly, laying on the floor.
It never arrived though. Great, that was Grace's melodic idea for
basically, I started singing the solo there, and you kind of copied my melody, and that's the solo for Till You Return. Thanks for crediting me.
That's all you.
Yeah.
Great. Anyway, it was great fun, and it was a very organic process, and I think we're all very proud of what we've achieved.
Yeah, that was pretty much how it was done.
And I would say the mixing process also is something interesting, because unlike other bands who were stuck with the pandemic, we basically used that time conveniently to mix our album remotely with a mixing engineer called Chris Brown. we had the luxury of, just being sent stuff at home. We all give our comments, and we could revise different versions of the mixes. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it.
We got to slow cook the mixes because we had the time, and Chris was obliging for the changes we did. So
Yeah,
few
that's very
songs we had to several back and forth, but I think it made it a lot. Just made it a lot. We're really happy with the mixes, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So anything else?
And then mastered by Hippie Metropolis.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Who also did 100 Years Apart for
Yeah,
us.
he
So
also-
it's kind of like our reference in some ways.
Yeah, but that's the basic of the album. And if you have any questions, you're very welcome to shoot us a message, and we'll get back to you. Thank you.